YouTube, man, what's going on? It's LNH back with another video, and today, man, we are talking about Jalen Green. He just showed off some insane pre-draft footage, and it also just said something that shocked a ton of people. And if you guys saw previously, man, LaMelo Ball may actually have been signed to the Charlotte Hornets, and Dior Johnson and Amani Bates just got a co-sign from Lebron. So let's break all this down and get right into it. Now, first and foremost, of course, Jalen Green. You guys know this dude by now. He was ranked very highly all throughout high school, and he's honestly been one of the most solid players I've seen in a very long time. I think he does a number of things very well, including, of course, his jump shot, of course, how athletic he is as well, and that first quick step is very fast, and he can move on the basketball court, can jump out of the gym, and I think that's what makes him so special. But we actually just got some brand new footage of him working out for pre-draft, and I'm gonna put it right here. Now, what do you guys think about this footage? To me, this dude looks pretty smooth in my opinion. I think he's been keeping up with his training and really thinks that he is gonna perform very well in the NBA. I definitely agree with that. And he actually just put out a very interesting quote a lot of people have been discussing. And it actually says this while he was being asked a question. I'm the best prospect in the draft. Now, Jalen Green, of course, feels like he's the best prospect, and he went on to explain the reason that he feels this way is because he went to the NBA G League unlike a lot of his other peers. Of course, he explained how he was playing against grown men in the NBA who had already been around the league, and of course some of them had been stars at the time, and things move around in the NBA, but him having that type of experience playing on the professional level against these dudes who have already proved themselves, he believes that's going to give him a step and an advantage in the near future once they do actually get to the league, and I 100% agree with this. That's one of the main benefits of Jalen Green and him actually going to the NBA G League, whereas in addition going to college, of course, other players like Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, these dudes may not be as ready, in my opinion, as Jalen Green will be. Now, of course, we never know where these dudes are going to get drafted, but as of right now, it does look like Jalen Green most likely on some of these draft boards, a lot of them actually have him going second, which of course would be going to the Houston Rockets, which I think that would be a great place for him. And a lot of draft boards actually have Cade Cunningham going first. Now, I'm very curious, what do you guys think about this? And I actually saw another insane video about Jalen Green. I had to put it in this video right here. Jalen Green does this crazy one-handed 360 dunk. Man, I think a lot of people look at his athleticism, but when you see something like this, man, you have to agree this dude is on another level when we talk about athleticism, and I think he's going to be very special in the near future. This dude has been putting in a ton of work, and for sure, in my opinion, I think he's going to be one of the best in the draft, if not the best. I love his game, the way he shoots, and of course, there are definitely a lot of other players who have a ton of talent, but man, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how Jalen Green actually performs in the long run. But in my opinion, for sure, this dude is one of these guys who's going to be special in the very near future, who's already showing it. Now, of course, the one improvement some people are saying is Jalen Green may need to put on a little bit of weight. Now, in my opinion, I think he's so mobile and athletic that when he does get to the NBA, he may need to put on just a little bit more muscle, but for sure, this dude is going to be very special. Now, on the other hand, if you guys have not seen this video going around the internet, man, LaMelo Ball was actually working out with LaMelo Ball in the Hornets, which is very impressive to me. A lot of people, of course, have been doubting this dude since day one. And we all know his story, of course, playing with his brothers, and things didn't go too well for him at UCLA, caught shoplifting. And then really his career, in my opinion, took a turn for the worse there because a lot of people, after they saw the type of move that he did, they really didn't want to give him a shot. Whereas now, man, if he's really working out with the Charlotte Hornets, I think this is impressive, and he may actually have a shot to make it in the league. Of course, he did actually play with the Pistons at one point, but you guys know how that went. He definitely was not there long enough, and we're all waiting to see what his next move is going to be. Now, I used to cover the Ball brothers a ton on my channel, but ever since they've been in the NBA, in my opinion, I really stick to more of the high school and college content. But for sure, LaMelo Ball is still working to get there. And he even called out a ton of his haters in a recent video that was trending around Instagram as well with Slam. And he actually was talking about how people basically thought he didn't even play basketball anymore, when he is just continuing to work on his game, sharpening his skills. And when he does finally get that opportunity to make it out, man, hopefully he can make something out of his game. You guys know the two other brothers, Lonzo and LaMelo. Them two are in the league right now, doing pretty well in my opinion. Of course, Lonzo kind of changing up his jump shot, and LaMelo Ball is just doing his thing on the court. I gotta be honest, very impressed. This dude came into the NBA and honestly shocked a ton of people. But I think they're playing very well, and hopefully Jello can make his way to the league one of these days. But definitely, you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this video? It's crazy how we're actually seeing that LaMelo Ball is working out with this team. Do you think he actually got signed onto the team full-time? A lot of people are wondering this. Let me know in the comments down below. And now lastly, I have to talk about this because in my opinion, this was crazy. Now we all know Dior Johnson and Amani Bates. These guys are two top dogs in their classes, very good players, and definitely show out every time they get on the court. But man, LeBron James actually just tweeted about them. Yes, LeBron. And you guys know, if you're a high school player and LeBron tweets about you, man, I don't care what it is, you're really getting a cosign from one of the best players of all time in basketball. Now, LeBron actually put out the tweet, and I'm going to read it for you. It actually said this: Amani Bates up next. Now that's crazy in my opinion. If you get some type of tweet from LeBron, I would be so hyped. And of course, Amani Bates is one of these guys who at times people have compared him to LeBron with the type of talent that he has. They said he was the next LeBron. And of course, he was Gatorade Player of the Year at a very young age. Got it even earlier than Bron did. And for sure, this dude is going to be one of these guys, in my opinion. He's going to be very good in the near future. We're going to see this dude in the league. And he definitely has a ton of talent. And he's actually playing EYBL right now, and he's averaging a crazy number of points. This dude is averaging around 23 points per game and is the third highest scorer in the circuit. And you guys know by now, man, if you're doing things like that on the court, it's only a matter of time before you get to the league and really start killing and making some money. But of course, a lot of people are wondering where Amani Bates is going to go as well. But his future for sure looks very bright in my opinion because of one, his height and the way he can dribble the ball. It's almost like KD like or Jason Tatum, where the way he moves on the court is just fantastic, and I think can be a huge asset to really any team that he plays on in the future. But for sure, that's crazy that LeBron is even tweeting about him. Now, to follow up with this, Dior Johnson actually got a tweet from LeBron as well. And you guys know Dior Johnson used to play with Bronny back in the day on Strive for Greatness when they were a little bit younger, and Dior was killing on the court and Bron was really giving him a ton of credit there. So let's take a look at this tweet. Watching EYBL 17U Vegas Elite versus TTO, and Dior Johnson just hit two tough shots down the stretch to seal the W, and I mean tough. Kid can go. Now this is crazy to me. Again, another tweet here, but man, I would be hyped if I was these two players for sure. It would make me want to get in the gym and grind even harder because they're playing so well at one point, but then to also get confirmation from somebody like LeBron, who they probably grew up watching and even look up to, it's insane. But I'm curious, what do you guys think about all these stories? There's definitely a ton of news always going on in the high school realm, and first and foremost, what do you think about Jalen Green and what he said about him being the best prospect in the draft? And of course, that 360 dunk, it was looking smooth. And on the other hand, what do you think about Jello working out with the Charlotte Hornets? For sure, I think that's a step in the right direction. Man, hopefully he can make something happen and seize the opportunity. But as of right now, we don't know if he's signed with the team or not. But for sure, things are looking good if he's working out with the squad in the weight room. And lastly, let me know what you guys think about these tweets with LeBron. Man, how good a player you think Dior is and Amani Bates? I think these are two very talented players, man. Hopefully we see them in the league in the very near future. Definitely a ton of talent in both of those classes. And you guys make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a new video. Again, comment down below any video suggestions you do have for me, and I appreciate all the support. All right, it's LNH and I'm out.